Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-August 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for the remainder of August. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close, Aquarius. First up, you have the card, I will protect. So potentially some defense, some self-defense, or something that we've been needing to guard or protect. This could be an actual thing, a person, a belief. But again, some protection, it seems, happening in these last few weeks or month. Let's see what other messages we've got coming through here, though. I will say it feels mostly like a belief or a thought that we're protecting here, or an idea maybe. But starting at the top here, we have the 2 of Pentacles. When I see the 2 of Pentacles, this card oftentimes means busy because you're kind of having to juggle multiple things. You're having to prioritize. So definitely some potential for some busyness here with the 2 of Pentacles. Again, this is just like multitasking and weighing options. There also could be a decision that had to be made, and this is you weighing weighing the options, weighing the paths or the outcomes. The next card we have is the Judgment card. Aquarius, Judgment is always one of those favorable cards for you. This is getting information on something. It is making a decision. So with 2 decisions cards here, it does seem that we had to make some sort of decision. Again, I feel like we're deciding, though, to protect a belief, a thought, idea, person. Staying on that kind of theme or protection. This is a card of like life's purpose, though, and that's why it would be something that we would care enough about to defend. So the nice thing about the Judgment card, though, this is saying like the decision you made is moving you closer, keeping you on that life's path, which is nice. And at the bottom here, we have the Justice card, also another card that's favorable for you. The Justice card is like win-win solutions. So this is favorable, again, in your favor. The Justice card is also like truth coming out. So we do have a lot of clarity in these cards too. I feel like you found out some sort of information and then there was a decision that had to be made. But again, we decided based on protecting this idea, this concept, this thing. But it worked out well. It's keeping you on your life's purpose. The Justice card is also a good one for legal matters, contracts, things of the court. Let's see what clarifiers we have here. We have the Justice card, so repeat Justice card, again favorable for you, indicating that win-win, positive outcome solution, finding out the information that you've needed. And then this can also be, again, contracts, legal matters, things of the courts, favorable outcomes there. The next card that we have is the 7 of Wands. Not surprised to see this card because we have the I will protect card. And then the 7 of Wands is just that. This is that self-defense, that protection. So protecting the life's purpose. I like to see this, making decisions regarding our life's purpose. Sometimes in life we don't always get to do the things that mean the most to us, but it seems like you're getting to make decisions and you're on the path to the things that are important to you, Aquarius, which is great to see. At the bottom here we have the Emperor. This is a card of respect. This is a card of strategic planning. It's very future focused, looking forward, very strategic. I like to see this, though. Again, the decision that was made was a decision well made for sure. So on life's path, very strategic, very good long term with the Emperor there. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to what's coming for the remainder of August. We have the card, I will encourage. You could be getting encouraged by somebody else. You could be doing some encouraging. I feel like this is you finding motivation, though, is the message that's coming through so far, Aquarius. But let's see what we've got for this call number 2. Any big messages for the remainder of August? I'm having the hardest time saying August. I feel like it shouldn't be mid-August yet, but it is. First up, we have the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles follows up really nicely with what we were just talking about. This is leaving a legacy. This is being strategic. This is long-term. So no doubt the right decision, the right moves were made in these last few weeks, setting yourself up for that legacy, setting yourself up for future success. This could also be a card of retirement. Congratulations for those of you retiring. This could also be an inheritance or lump sum of money card too. So that could be very exciting for some. And the next card we have is the Star card. The Star card is a card, this is about renewal. This is about being re-energized. There's some clarity that comes into play, which again, we had a lot of clarity cards in that first column. But it's like there's this renewal of energy. Again, you made this decision. It's fitting the life's path, so that's going to re-energize you. You got clarity, which is renewing you and re-energizing you. So I like this is the raising of the energies. You also could be getting some sort of recognition too with this big star at the top. And at the bottom here, we have the 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is a card. This is like rest, retreat, renewal, recovery. Again, this is like the energy renewing. The energy has come back. The vibe feels so much better than it did before. So I kind of like how all the pieces have fallen into place here, Aquarius. But let's see what other clarifiers we have. First up, we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is very reliable, very patient, very hardworking. This is like kind of being heads down. This is the workhorse. This is getting things done. This is also reaping the benefits of it though. So again, for those of you retiring, you've put in the hard work to get to that point. For those of you getting a lump sum of money, it's likely something we've worked really hard for. But in terms of just leaving that legacy, being prepared for the future, you've done the footwork, you've done the hard work to get yourself to that point. The next card that we have is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is oftentimes a love card. This is Prince or Princess Charming, Knight in Shining Armor. Very romantic, very proposal-like, so there could be some love energy coming into play here, Aquarius. But with this card, the Knight of Cups is like the ideal, the perfect reality. So you're really moving into your perfect reality. You're really moving into your life's purpose. Again, really liking how the cards are falling here for you. Then at the bottom here, we have the 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles is a card. This is, again, the skill, the quality, the craftsmanship, the hard work that's gotten us to this point. Again, we're on the high. We're on the high ground. We're in the ideal, and that's just a reflection of the work that took to get to that point. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. So quick money message to start out with. Living plants are great for growing wealth. Set an intention with your plants each time you water them. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. First up, we have the Sun card. The Sun card is a card of material happiness, joyous outcomes, success. Really, truly, it's hard to find a better card in the deck than the Sun card, so I love that. Lots of success coming in the end of this month, but also a lot of joy. I mean, we actually get to enjoy the things that we're doing. Not all of us can say that about our work. The next card that we have is the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles is a desire. It's a thing that we want that we don't quite have yet. We're going to see if we can clarify this. We're in a really good place. We're in a really happy place. We're enjoying what we're doing. There is something more that you want, though, career or financially here still, Aquarius. And at the bottom, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a card of trusting your intuition. There is some sort of like secret or mystery or some sort of unknown. Not necessarily a bad thing, but it's like there's something you don't have all the details on is what I'm hearing. So that's why we want to be thoughtful and trust that intuition. Let's take a look at our clarifiers though. First up, we have the Hermit. The Hermit is about going within, doing what feels good at your core, living the life purpose. And again, we're doing that. We're living this. These are, I always tell people with the Hermit, it's like the things that make you feel good at your core. You're actually truly happy. You're truly enjoying the things you're doing. So that's great to see. Not a lot of people can say that about their money situation or their career. The next card that we have is the Judgment card. Remember, the Judgment card is favorable for you. The Judgment card is a card of clarity, though, so finding out some information. And then this is some decisions that need to be made. So again, this Four of Pentacles is the thing that you want, Aquarius, that you don't have yet. And the Judgment card saying, okay, you need to not necessarily take action, but we need to make decisions to start moving you towards that thing that you want. So hopefully that makes sense for you. But again, I feel like there's some decisions that need to be made there. At the bottom here, we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a card of loss, regret, grief, feeling abandoned, feeling unloved. Let me just say it now. Those all feel like really extreme words to explain the situation, but maybe a better way to say there's kind of like some anxiety or a little bit of uneasiness around some of these unknowns. I don't see anything coming up that's not in your favor though, so that's a really good sign, Aquarius. So I wouldn't worry too much if possible. Again, use your intuition to guide you through any of those unknowns. But again, I can see it causing a little bit of uneasiness, but I don't know that you need to be. Again, I don't see anything unfavorable coming your way. Okay, now moving on to our next column, let's talk about anything related to love. We have a quick love message. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is time to give to yourself. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love, Aquarius. So first up, we have the Knight of Cups. We talked about the Knight of Cups a little bit ago. That's like Prince or Princess Charming, knight in shining armor, very romantic, very proposal-like. Definitely a good card for new relationship if that's what you're interested in, or advancement of a relationship. But again, this is like the ideal, the perfect, so I like to see that. The next card that we have is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a card of like feeling like you have to protect yourself. So there's something coming up that there feels like a sense of competition, or again, that kind of sense of defense. We're going to clarify and see what it is. It's interesting, that card at the top, taking a step back. It might just be taking a step back and like looking at it from a different perspective or a different point of view. But again, we'll clarify. At the bottom here, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very intentional, very strategic, very long-term. I feel like this relationship's here to stay. It's here to last. So whatever this thing, and I'm even scared to say this, but it's like there's like a red flag, something that put you on high alert. So we need to navigate through that. Again, red flag might be too strong of a word there, Aquarius, especially the connotation that comes with a red flag now these days. But looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Strength card. The Strength card's a great love card. Self-love, unconditional love, self-respect. So a lot of unconditional love, a lot of love in this relationship. It's very... it's unconditional. So I feel like this is like the true love. This is the genuine love. It's also very respectful coming through with the Strength card there. The next card that we have is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a card, if you take a look, both the horse and rider are moving very quickly here. So it's a fast-paced change. So again, there's something that changed, something, and maybe it's just the speed that something happened that kind of flagged you here. But we definitely need to work through this. Again, I think the relationship's here to stay. It's feeling pretty long-term. But looking at our next card, we have the Five of Swords. This is bully, theft, violence, abusive, toxic relationship. I think there could be some past relationship some past relationship that's influencing it as well. You know, unfortunately, some of that past relationship trauma or baggage kind of sticks with us, and potentially that's what's sending us into the kind of defense mode. But again, I feel like the relationship's really respectful, a lot of love here, so not anything you can't work through. It's just something came up and came up quickly, it seems. Okay, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card, I am connected. I like the connection card. I'm going to zoom in on it just a little bit. So if you look at this person at the top of their head, there's all of those little tiny lines coming off of it, and that's all of our connections. That's connections to our mind, body, spirit, soul, you name it. So all of those connections, there's so many things, being connected to time, being connected to our friends, relationships. There's just endless connections that we have. So this is a really nice, grounded, connected remainder of the month. So that's always nice to see. Well, let's take a look at our clarifiers and see what else we've got going on here. So first up, we do have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands could be a card of stress, exhaustion, having too many burdens. Oftentimes with this card, there's like this is overcommitting. So do just be aware of that. Be cautious of what you commit to. So don't overpromise yourself going into these next few weeks. There are, again, lots of connections, lots of things to do, but that doesn't mean we should overcommit. The next card that we have is the Queen of Wands. This is very confident, very self-assured. Trust your gut here. I almost feel like as you get invited to things, it'll feel right in the moment or not feel right in the moment. But this is really trusting yourself, being very confident here. And at the bottom, we have the Fool card. The Fool card is the first card in the Major Arcana. It's fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, adventures, beginnings. It's interesting because it's like, so you obviously go very confidently into this new beginning. You're in a really confident stage, which is wonderful to see, Aquarius. But it's like, don't sign up for too many other things because then you block yourself from this new beginning. So just be aware of that. It's like, save yourself for the prize, if that makes sense. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is very patient. This is new job, raise, some sort of money news. Again, keep your eye on the prize down here. It definitely seems to be connected to money, but some sort of new opportunity, I would say. The King of Pentacles is our next card. This card is very practical, very wise, definitely a good investment. So I feel like this new opportunity, this is the thing that we're going to want to go all in on. That is the opportunity, the investment we want to connect with. At the bottom here, we have the King of Cups. This is about riding the bumps. So again, other little things are going to pop up, but keeping your eye on the prize, holding out for that prize there, this new beginning with the Fool. Okay, now I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. Let's see here. Question number 1, we have the 8 of Hearts. This is number 36 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2, we have the King of Hearts. This is number 24 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3 is the 4 of Diamonds, number 4 card. That one's going to be a no. So no, yes, no there for you. If you watched our video earlier this month, we did pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. It's a crystal to keep with you through the month of August. You have black tourmaline, which is good for protection, relaxation. Really keeps negativity away too, which is great. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note says, healing takes courage, and we all have courage, even if we have to dig a little to find it. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Aquarius, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your August.